Hey y'all, what's up? Jamie, that's me here. Welcome back to the channel, honey, and welcome back to another conversation regarding Miss Nicki Minaj and Miss Megan the Stallion. Now, y'all know Megan has dropped her latest single known as His a few days ago. And when I tell you it has had the internet in shambles, girl, in shambles is what I mean. Not only has it had the internet in shambles, but it has had Nicki Minaj in shambles, in a frizzy, in a tizzy, all of that, okay, in a fucking 72-hour meltdown. It has indeed had Nicki in her motherfucking feelings, in my personal, okay. Nicki has been on the attack ever since she listened to, because I want to believe she did listen, honey, ever since she listened to Megan's song. Megan had a few punchlines in there for Nicki when she said, taking photos or whatever, and the walls not bending. Because with Nicki in that jean skirt doing her thing, girl, the walls was indeed bending, and some of the fans pointed that out. So Megan definitely took a shot at her about that, girl. If you look close, you will see that the walls was indeed bending, okay. She also told her, listen, people mad at me, but they shouldn't be mad at me. They should be mad at Megan's Law. All right. A lot of us learned about Megan's Law recently because it was really new for us. We didn't know, at least I know I didn't. Okay. And I saw that there was a lot of people that was with me on this that did not know that when it came to Megan's Law, it was regarding, SOs, okay, having to put themselves on a registry for the general public so people can know what's going on in their neighborhoods, around them and everything, who's coming to the neighborhood, are they a registered SO, and whatever else. Okay. So it's making all of those details public. So Megan's like, girl, you need to be mad at that while you over there mad at me, girl. And it's on P, right? So that has had Nicki in shambles. Nicki has been going in. Nicki has done station heads. She's done IG lives calling Megan out. She has been referring to Megan as Bigfoot, okay, because she is a stallion. She is so tall, and because she ended up being shot in the foot. Some people would say she wasn't shot in the foot. She stepped on glass, which was, Megan's initial statement until she came out and said no, she was actually shot. Some people say she only got some fragments in her foot. Whatever it was, she was injured, okay, in the presence of Tori, as well as her ex best friend, Miss Kelsey. And Tori is now serving time for that very night and that incident, okay? So that's just where we at with that, all right? Megan has been taking a lot of heat from a lot of people. And I remember saying this on the Ooh Ladies First panel one night. I was like, I don't want Megan. I feel like this could have been like in October or September. And I was like, I don't want Megan to drop nothing. I don't want her to drop nothing. I ain't want her to bring no music, no nothing. I want her to continue to stay quiet all 2023 like she had been the earlier part of 2023. And then when 2024 hits, I would just want her to just drop her shit on people's head, right? Well, Megan did drop a song towards the end of 2023, and it was basically her talking about what she had been through, her being depressed and all of that. And I could appreciate the song. I think it could have been called Cobra. Y'all don't quote me, but it was the song. It was that song that came out towards the end of the year. And I said, you know what? I'm not mad at her for dropping this because it was her kind of getting a few things off of her chest as far as expressing where she had been mentally. And what a way to kind of shed that type of stuff as the year is coming to an end. So I was like, all right, cool. I'm going to let her pass with that. So when she came and she hit us with His, and she took shots at so many people, girl, definitely here for it, 1000%. Definitely here for it. I'm like, this is what I wanted, for her to come at a few people's necks. And what she did not mention any names, no names, but a hit dog and a hurt one is definitely going to holler. And Nicki Minaj started to holler. All right. But Nicki, not too surprised that was coming at her, because her and Megan kind of been taking subtle shots at each other for a minute now. Okay. Megan was taking shots at Nicki, in my opinion, that kind of made you be like, huh, is she talking about, is that about Nicki? Is it? And it wasn't as a direct to me. Okay. Nicki shaded a lot of the girls. So I feel like a lot of the barbs knew who she was talking about versus who she wasn't. So I feel like it was like subtle things that they both were doing. But when she hit her with Megan's Law, it was very direct, and it was clear she didn't need to put a name on it because we all knew who the hell she was talking about. All right. Nicki did some lives talking about Bigfoot this, Bigfoot that. So now she's about to get ready to drop, a song. Now the song was supposed to drop like, or the diss track was supposed to drop in the afternoon. Now she's letting us know it's going to drop at midnight at the top of the week. Okay. So it seems like with Nicki dropping this song is going to lead to us talking about this for another 72 hours. Nicki continuing to promote Pink Friday 2, whatever the case, girl. Because every time she make a tweet, she got to make sure she put hashtag Pink Friday 2, girl. Okay. To get promotion. Now see, if this was Megan or somebody else, another rap girly that was out here entering the beef with Nicki Minaj and they kept hashtagging their album, y'all will be dragging them saying that they're using this for promo in whatever case. Okay, so it's just funny, you know, how we pick and choose. But anyway, girl, so what I want to get to is the fact that Nicki was trying to do a diss track on a particular, I believe on the song that Megan may have, I think it's the one that Megan has, but she's trying to do a diss track to Megan on a record that was produced by Juicy J as well as Juju on the beat, who happens to be a producer for Miss Megan Thee Stallion. And Juicy J is really close to Megan. And Nicki said that she received this song, or at least this beat, years ago. And they were really happy when they gave it to her. But now she's saying that they're halting her from using it now. And we'll get into all of those tweets and stuff, girl. But before we get into those tweets and things, did y'all hear about the little boy that came to the front and had some things to say about Nicki Minaj?
Nicki Minaj is essentially the Dr. Seuss of her time, and what I mean when I say that is she's objectively a disgusting and reprehensible person by pretty much all metrics of basic humanity and common decency, yet her one singular talent that appears to be an innate ability to rhyme words together in a silly fashion that particularly resonates with children has cemented her with a legacy she really does not deserve as much as many female rappers who came before her. In case you're not already up to date, the self-proclaimed queen of rape has spent the past 24 hours deflecting from the fact that her husband is a convicted sexual predator who is not allowed near public parks or elementary schools by making fun of Megan Thee Stallion for getting shot, as well as referring to her as Bigfoot. It's always amusing to me how Nicki Minaj immediately jumps to making fun of other people's appearances, as if she didn't spend hundreds of thousands of dollars in 2008 getting illegal Craigslist butt injections from some guy in his basement. And not just that, she lied about it for 10 years and only confessed after her ass cheeks were visibly deflating in public and everybody could already tell. And listen, I'm not at all reveling in the fact that she's a terrible person. I was a very big Nicki Minaj fan growing up. Ask anybody who went to middle school with me. I loved her so much I would defend her to anybody who would listen. I saw her doing that, and I was like, huh, finally some real music. However, around 2018, when she started intentionally surrounding herself with sex offenders, I kind of fell off the wagon. She was announcing her associations with them faster than she was dropping new music. And it's always especially humorous to me when I see Nicki Minaj as well as her fans attempt to defend her by saying, you only attack the men she associates with for being sexual predators because you don't have anything on her. I beg to differ, Barbs. Because not only are we talking about a woman who once gave a lap dance to a 13-year-old boy, we're talking about a woman who once made a song with a then 16-year-old Little Twist, in which she says these lyrics. In conclusion, yeah, she's going to hell. Let's hope all that silicone doesn't release too many toxic fumes while she's burning.
So y'all just heard what this young man had to say, okay? I had to run it back for the people that may not have caught the read, okay? Take a look. It's in a book, Reading Rainbow. But anyway, girl, I had to go ahead and bring that back to the front because that young man went in so hard on Nicki Minaj that it resulted in her Barbs going just as hard on him so that they could dox him and those around him, child.
Can't believe I'm making this fucking video right now. But basically, Nicki Minaj fans are attempting to dox me, messaging family members as well as people who aren't members of my family, sending them shit. Apparently they got somebody's address. I am sorry. I'm so sorry that I disrespected Nicki Minaj. I saw a lot of other people doing it. I thought I'd add my 2 cents. I'm very sorry. I'm autistic. Sometimes things come out a lot harsher than I mean for them to come out. I don't actually think she's like the worst fucking person ever. I do think she's done some things that I don't agree with. Please take it up with me. Come to me. Tell me how much you fucking hate me. Please leave my fucking family members out of it. Please stop sending death threats to fucking children. And here's the thing. I have family members who like Nicki Minaj. I have family members who saw that video and were like, Bela, I don't agree with you. And you're fucking threatening people who agree with you. What kind of fucking sense does that make? I really don't know what else to do at this point. I did not think that video was gonna go that fucking viral. Usually my videos don't go that viral, especially on fucking Twitter. I'm gonna call the cops to try and simmer this down in any way I can. I don't know what the fuck to do.
So y'all done made that young man come down to the front and apologize to y'all. First of all, I don't think he should have gave none of y'all not now piece of a motherfucking apology on God. Period. Okay. Period. I don't think that he should have gave any of y'all an apology. But what I do hope is that he gives the police all of y'all information so they could track down their IP address, baby, and you could be charged with cyberbullying. Hello, are you okay? Because y'all be thinking can't nothing happen to y'all when y'all be out here trying to dox these folks. Y'all think y'all could just dox people and then just go on about your business like la 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 la. But if somebody wanted to take it a little further, girl, they probably can. Y'all better hope don't nobody run up in these folks' houses and be trying to violate them or anything. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gotta be careful with that type of stuff, okay? And you too, Miss Nicki, while you out here liking all kind of tweets and things that is encouraging this type of behavior, okay? And then be trying to play woe is me. Excuse me, huh? What I do? When people be saying that you be out here using your barbs just as much as you be trying to say other folks be trying to connect with you to use your barbs, you be using your barbs to get at certain people as well. Okay? So, girl, y'all gonna have to be careful about all of that. But anyway, honey, I want to go ahead and I do want to get into some of Nikki's tweets and things, okay? To let you guys know what she's been saying, primarily about Juju on the beat, Juicy J, whatever. But it seems like she's coming at Juju more than she's coming at Juicy J, because I believe Juicy J didn't necessarily say, no, you can't use the beat. But I believe he said, you're going to have to ask Juju. And girl, that's a way of a person saying it ain't on me, it's on them. But Haki, my answer is no, I'm just not gonna tell you that. I'm just gonna put responsibility off on somebody else. Okay. So that's what it was given. So let's go ahead and let's just check out exactly what is being said over here on Nikki's page. So Nikki said, apparently we waiting on Lil Juju to clear the beat that I've had for 6 years, child. Juicy J said that's who mainly produced. So I guess produced the track. So now that's who we got to go through. Thanks. You be the judge of what's happening. Onika, Roman, girl, yeah, anyway, girl, I guess we're gonna have to let it slide with Roman because Megan definitely let Tina Snow come out on the track. So it's gonna be Tina versus Roman, honey. Okay, what is it? Cersei's versus Khaleesi, girl. House of the not House of the Dragon, but Game of Thrones. Let's get into it, okay? Next up, so then she goes on to say, they were so excited for me to use the beat before, BITCH. Girl, they was excited for you to use the track before because it was 6 fucking years ago, girl. 6 years ago. You wasn't trying to make a move with the fucking beat. You weren't trying to do shit. So they gave it away to somebody else, something that I do believe is extremely common in the industry. So they gave it away to somebody else. Girl, get it together. She says, I got the receipts to prove that too. You ain't got shit to prove to us, girl. You can bring whatever receipts you want to, and we're not going to give a guy goop damn. We not. Okay, because it was 6 years ago, dear heart. It's been given to somebody else. And if Juju on the beat, and if the beat lie, you know, Juju made, girl, if Juju made the beat, do you know he been working with Megan since, from my understanding, before she was like that, you know, getting big, before anybody really knew her. So he has a long established friendship with this girl. Okay. So why would he sit up there, supply you with his beat for you to come at this very woman? Why would you think that his team is going to approve that? You thought because you were the bigger artist and he's gonna eat off of the coin, off of that money because you're the bigger artist, like he'll go ahead and let you be on that beat? Absolutely not, no ma'am. Okay. So she goes on to say, wonder what happened. Get up on your good foot when it went that hard. Get up on your good foot went that hard. Wonder what happened. She says, off of IG Live. Nah, son, no, girl. Ain't no damn get up on your good foot. It ain't do shit. Okay, girl. It did not go that hard. And I hate that your fans are hyping you up to make you believe that it did. Okay. It did not go that fucking hard. It was horrible if you ask me. Okay. Just the snippet that we did here, it was not giving. Now, I mean, if you finesse the song, then we might change our mind. But in this moment, girl, it wasn't giving what you thought. Not from no damn IG live. It's because you messy as fuck and they see what the fuck you trying to do and they not finna participate in it and throw your ass a fucking bone. And you gotta know what's right. You be quick to try and shut down other folks working with other folks. So you should already know what the fuck it is. You should already know how these people are moving because you too have moved in that capacity. I am sure. Okay, but let's go ahead and let's see. Let's keep going and see what else Miss Nicki wanted to give to the people, honey. She says, so they have the same management. What a surprise. But see, it doesn't matter whether they got the same management or not. What you're missing, Miss Know It All, they've been cool for years, even before that. What the fuck does they have the same management have to do with anything? So what is kind of given to me is the fact that people have been saying that Nicki is really upset with the fact that Megan is with Rock Nation. And I guess at one point Rock Nation wanted to sign Nicki or something like that. So she's feeling away. It's what people have been saying. I'm still trying to find out the particulars because I'm like, well, why would Nicki feel away about her being signed to Rock Nation? I thought, Nicki was cool with, Jay-Z and Beyonce. Then now I'm saying that Beyonce don't even fool with her. Beyonce and Jay-Z done took a step back from her ever since she been married to this man and stuff because they don't want no parts or whatever. So I guess that left Nicki feeling away according to the fans. And then now she feels away that Megan's over there with Rock Nation and stuff. And I'm just like, girl, the issue with Megan keeps changing for me. Okay? The issue for Megan keeps changing. 1 minute, Nicki's talking about how she tried to get her to abort a baby that she wasn't even pregnant with at the time, that Nicki wasn't even pregnant with at the time. Then she tried to say the girl forced her to drink when the evidence that came out was showing that you were trying to force her to drink. So I'm just confused. It keeps shifting. Then you're trying to say she's talking about Papa Bear in some of your tweets. That's what you said. Don't ever speak on Papa Bear. Then you got the fans talking about let somebody bring up your child. And it's like, girl, are y'all okay? Because Megan ain't never saying nothing about this lady motherfucking child. And don't tell me nothing about no, oh, well, she shouldn't have disrespected his dad. Disrespecting the dad is disrespecting the child. What a mama disrespected the dad when she got with a motherfucking man like that is a RSO. Hello, a registered sex offender. Hello. No, like that's on his mama to sit up there and go and marry a person with that on their record. And then that child is likely going to have to answer to that everywhere they goddamn go because of the antics that's happening on social media with her big ass name and celebrity. Like, I mean, I can't. But anyway, girl. So what Nicki is actually responding to is a person saying, we knew and we don't care. So basically, Juju on the beat said, no. So she wanted to get the beat. And he put this up here and was like, no. So he declined her. He's not giving her shit, as he has a right to decline. It's his fucking beat, and that's his fucking friend. I don't care if Party did allege that the girl messed with oh boy. I don't know I don't know if Megan, but see, Party alleged that Megan messed with a producer. He did not say which producer. People are assuming that it's Juju on the beat. And even if it is Juju on the beat, you didn't even fully confirm whether or not you were smashing somebody in her damn bed. So I'm just like, girl, I really don't even give a damn no more. Okay, when it comes to that particular situation. But anywho, Juju on the beat said, nah, he not finna get her the track. So somebody responded to him and said, we knew and we don't care. Thank you for showing the world y'all really trying to sabotage Nicki. This is what kills me with y'all delusional fans. Who is trying to sabotage her about a track that was never supposed to be hers? They could have sent it to her and was excited for her to use it 6 years ago, but they also could have still shopped it around to multiple people. And the fact that she did not bite on that 6 years ago, who's about to sit with a track waiting on any artist to sit up there and say, oh yeah, I'm gonna use it now, when they already got somebody else that's on go and ready and also has a fan base and they can get some money off of it? Like, why would I sit up there? Are you crazy? You weren't trying to do shit with that beat then until this girl got it. So do the same thing that you was doing then that for now. If you weren't doing shit with the beat then, so don't do shit with the beat now. Go find you another beat to drag her on. Go and be original. How about that? Go find you an original beat and give some original bars. Okay? So, and then it's just killing me softly the word sabotage. Who's trying to sabotage her? Girl, this is a fucking diss track. You could have said that if it came down to the release of Pink Friday or something like that, but girl, what? Girl, this is a whole diss track, meaning this is something that Nicki doesn't even have to put out. She ain't got to put out a goddamn. She don't have to respond to Megan. She chose for her to be the queen that she is. She is stepping down off her chariot to throw tomatoes. Okay. Yikes. So she don't have to do shit. She's choosing to. Because for some reason she feels the need to continue to validate herself and prove to y'all young ass fans, okay, y'all high schoolers and a sprinkle of y'all adults, that she is still the damn queen. Okay. But I mean, she does. I also will say, I feel like she has a right to respond, because Megan definitely made it direct, so she had a right to respond. And I also feel like she should have been responding to your ass, because you've been taking shots for a minute when she been real quiet on your ass. So it's about time she responded. But anywho, girl, it's definitely not giving sabotage. Sabotage be given when the girls be dropping their records or their tracks or whatever, and then Nicki decides all of a sudden to go to do it, to drop some tweets or to go live on IG or some shit to try and like distract or whatever. Like her, that be giving sabotage for me. But anyway, so Nicki says, so they have the same management. What a surprise. Their final answer is only if she has 7 figures. First of all, y'all believe whatever y'all want. I don't believe none of this shit Nicki talking about. The same way she sat up there and said that she was over there talking to Kelsey. Also don't believe she was talking to Kelsey either. It's just really that simple for me. She says, I love it. No. Let me go back. She says, so they have the same management. What a surprise. Their final answer is only if she has 7 figures. God told me he'd expose from the bottom to the top. I do not believe that boy sat up there and told you only if she had 7 figures. I refuse to believe that. She says, I love it. Had I told y'all, most sheep wouldn't have believed me. Now everything is getting said immediately. But you know what's interesting though, Nicki? You said on another post, and if you show this, I'll shut my mouth, girl. I'll be like, shut up in my bones. But on this post, you said they were so excited for me to use the beat 6 years ago or whatever. I got the receipts to prove that. But what you did not say on this one was their final answer is only if she has 7 figures. I'm surprised you did not follow that up with, and I got the receipts to prove that too. Which leads me to believe, girl, you over here lying. But they're going to eat it up because them your fans. So do y'all big one on that, girl. But let's go ahead and move on. All right. So somebody says the little Jew is hilarious. That simple ass beat can be replaced easily. Well, then replace it. Then replace it. Then replace it. Then, if it could be replaced, then why are we ranting about what could be replaced so easily? It shouldn't even be a conversation at this point. Just go replace it. So Nicki says, when Juicy J needed a verse and a video, I did it. LOL. Love it when it all comes together publicly. Scared as fuck of me. What a fucking key. Girl, that's because Juicy J ain't in what y'all got going on. You want Juicy J to give you a beat to this somebody that he's close with? You trying to involve Juicy J in your fuck shit. And in addition to that, if he were to even supply you with that beat, you're making his relationship with her and whoever else in the industry shaky as fuck. I personally feel. So why would he don't want to be in the middle of that mess? This is your mess. It's between you and Megan. You do not need their beat to do what you need to do. Did you get the Sheether beat? I don't recall you getting the Sheether beat when Remy Ma went in. So why you ain't go get that same beat? Because then Remy Ma go in on Nas and them Ether beat. You could have went and grabbed that same damn beat and you rapped on it. But instead, what you did, you took some time and you went and grabbed Drake and you went and grabbed Lil Wayne. And then you did it. So when you drop this song, I don't want to hear no other artists on it. I just want to hear Nicki Minaj going the fuck in. However she needs to go in. And if it's good, I'm going to say it's good. And if it's whack, I'm going to say that shit's whack. Period. Okay? So we don't want you to go run and get nobody else. Okay, you created this beef out of thin air personally, because in my opinion, you stay needing the opposition in order to push that pin. So therefore, okay, we only want to hear Nicki going the fuck off. And you better hit us with some, oh shit, this a whole different song. I thought she was gonna be on some Bigfoot, Little Foot, Square Foot, whatever foot. Okay, it better let it be a whole different type song. Okay, throw a boomerang or something, switch it up, give us something. Goddamn. Switch it up. Don't let it be what we was expecting. Surprise us, girl. Anywho, so then she goes on and she asks Megan Thee Stallion at this time. She said, you scary as pussy, as broke as a hoe. Scared of me putting a song out, but trying to spar with the motherfucking queen? Lied on your dad This is what she said. And it's like, it's one thing because I saw some people getting in the comments trying to, back up Nicki. And it's really, y'all really just mad because Tory went to jail, like hockey. That's why y'all really pissed. So y'all trying to act like y'all really stand and fan Nicki is killing me softly. But anyway, so y'all sitting over here defending Nicki, saying lied on your dead mama or whatever, and trying to say, well, Party the one that brought it up, Party the one that said that she lied, whatever. All Party said was she lied on her mom or whatever, or she put it on her mom. I asked you if you was messing with them dudes. You said no. You know what I'm saying? You put it on your mama. You weren't messing with them dudes. But what if she really wasn't messing with the dudes and he just want to believe whatever the hell he want to believe because of the shit he was out there doing? That is a possibility. But also at the same time, what he did not say was lied on your dead mom. And for you to put so much emphasis on dead mom, Nicki, and to keep throwing it in her face to trigger her the same way she had your ass triggered when it came down to Megan's Law, for you to try to trigger that girl to try and get a response out of her, I think that's tacky as fuck. And I don't care what nobody's talking about. And if she came back to the front and tells you to conjure up your dead father, okay, so that he can answer some questions as to why you are the way that you are today and why you act the way that you act today, don't be mad if she do that. But I do feel like Megan got too much class, in my opinion, to even stoop that low, to even reference or bring up your father in any capacity. If she does, I would say all gloves are off. It is what it is because you brought it there first. But I don't see Megan doing that at all. But that's just me. Okay. Let's keep going. Let's see what else she done sat up here and say at hiding. All right. Somebody says my thing is at Megan, okay? You can't say a whole better not address me. And when they do, you silent the whole time. You went live for Kelsey and Party, but now acting unbothered for Nicki. Here's the thing, baby. She can do what she wants. See, it's not that she's not going to respond, it's that she hasn't responded and y'all bothered by it. But anywho, let me go ahead and get into what Miss Nicki Minaj had to say. Okay. So Nicki says this BIT ain't get streamed in 84 years. First of all, girl, she ain't even been around like as long. I know 84 years is an exaggeration, but this damn girl new to the game in a sense. I don't even know if Megan been here for a full like 5 years for real. Maybe just that. If so, maybe just 5 years or whatever. But even with the 5 years, I feel like she didn't really start blowing up till maybe 2019, possibly. So maybe that would be her 5 years, right? So maybe it has been about 5 years for her. But anywho, tell me she didn't get streamed in 84 years. She says her team don't want me to drop because they know those numbers gonna embarrass her lying lipo ass. This is what's killing me softly. Another thing is Nicki, you always focusing on the numbers. I don't understand why. Okay, you're always on the damn numbers. And she know I got proof of what she did. And after how she allowed her best girlfriend to be bullied, attacked, and ripped to shreds while Kelsey was pregnant with her first child after she had effed her best friend's man. It wasn't enough. But this is y'all girls, girl, right? Any mother taking this woman's side, may God strike you down. I see if somebody come back and call you out and be like, any mother that'll sit up there and marry a RSO, okay, and then procreate, girl, may God strike you down. Like, you just don't know how these people, somebody may fly back at you. Just be prepared for when that fly comes right back. Okay. Then goes on and says, don't want me to drop because she got to have a ghostwriting session for another week to get back at me. Ma'am, it's funny that you're using that against Megan when people was using that against you when it came down to Remy Ma, because they was like, damn, bitch, you took about a whole month to respond to her. And when you did it, you had to go and you had to get Drake and you had to get Lil Wayne and you had to get all of these people just for you to fire back at Remy Ma and that Sheetha record. Hello. So when you drop this record later on, you better not have no other features on it. We only want to hear Nicki Minaj going the fuck in. And you know what else? You better not have no tea from your tweets. I don't want to hear shit from your tweets. I only want to hear some new shit. That's what you need to bring to the front. Okay, so tell us some shit we don't know. Okay, she says I had the song / beat for 6 years, not like a hit. Juju on the beat for SHI. I don't know what she meant by that, but she talking about she had the song for and the beat for 6 years. And it's like, okay, and you didn't do shit with it in 6 years. So why are you trying to get it now that somebody else got it? Do the same thing you've been doing, which was not a goddamn thing when it came down to the track. go and ether her or whatever on a whole different track. Go hard on a whole nother beat. You don't have to, respond to her on the same exact beat. Shame on you for thinking that they was gonna give you that beat. I know if it was your beat and somebody was over there trying to do a diss or whatever to you, girl, you probably gonna tell them hell fucking no. Absolutely not. You would say the same damn thing. No, they can't get the beat. So I don't know why you over here putting on for your fans, trying to act like it's that major of an issue, child. Anywho, let's go to the next thing. Somebody said basically she's trying to sabotage the record coming out because she's scared to go toe to toe. Just pens ain't what they say they are. And then Nicki says, bingo. Bingo, people's pens ain't what they say they are. And it's like, again, here go this word sabotage. Y'all really think somebody's trying to, how can you sabotage a record that's not hers? It's not Nicki's. They may have sent it to you just like they may have sent it to so many other people, but it's not your fucking beat. Who's gonna sit around and wait? Who's gonna sit around and wait for Nicki to finally hop on this track when they got somebody else that got influence, got an audience, and they're gonna be able to make some money off of it? Why should we continue to let it sit with Nicki? And then it's our fellow Texan. Like, girl, we finna give it to them over here. What is you talking about? Girl. And then it's the word sabotage. Ain't nobody trying to sabotage you. On a diss track, I could see if she would have said that about Pink Friday and somebody was trying to sabotage. But girl, you're talking about sabotage for a fucking diss track. Cut it out. Okay? Cut it out. Sabotage is when you see this girl over here trying to drop her shit. You over here going live and you over here talking about some good foot, big foot. You over here starring tweets and just going off, trying to cause a distraction in my personal from what she got going on. Because as soon as they said Nicki was over there trending, Megan done dropped her track, but Nicki is the one that's trending. That's what you kept talking about. So it's like, girl, that's giving a little sabotage for me. But anywho, girl. She goes on to say it's been ready for 2 days. Girl, it has not been ready for 2 days, and ain't nobody gonna have me believe that this damn song has been ready for 2 days. I believe you've been writing it for 2 days, but it ain't been ready for 2 days, because if so, you would have been dropped it a long time ago. She says, I was just trying to be cool and let her get her little streams. You weren't trying to let her get her little streams when you over there going live and trying to cause distraction and shit. Come on now and go trending yet again. All right. She says, but I remember how everyone kept my name in their mouth and how I said the next person that mentioned my family gonna regret it. By the way, they haven't even heard the song. Who said it's even a diss? You. Based on your antics, based on the whole Bigfoot in the city, and you got your shoe, the high heel standing in the Bigfoot footprint or whatever the case is. Like, girl, you pretty much insinuated that it's a diss. But you know what? How Nicki typically does her disses, not typically, but how she did the diss when it came down to Remy Ma. I feel like it wasn't necessarily a diss, but she made sure it was a record that people can keep playing over and over and over. It was a streamable, worthy type of song where people say, I like this, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Versus just like a sheether that'll be played for maybe a weekend or a weekend. It's like, oh snap, she went in on this lady. Okay, then we ain't talking about it no more. Whereas the song that she drops is gonna continue to get continuous plays. But when it comes down to being a diss, you're saying that all of your tweets, your energy, your animosity, everything is letting us know that it's going to be a fucking diss. Why are you playing Jedi mind tricks and stuff? Gaslight. Well, are you okay? She says, and never knew I had this much power. Girl, you been knew you had that much power when you would sit up there and say different shit, knowing that it's going to sound the alarm for the barbs to try and go off. Okay. You can't be the queen for as long as you've been the queen for, and then sit up there and say that you didn't know you had that much power when all you talk about is having power. Are we okay today? She says, didn't charge her for the hot girl summer first that I recorded the night she begged and begged to go on my live. She says, but it's okay because my nigga Pluto charged her $250K for a verse. Well, first of all, that's your fault that you did not charge her when she was over there begging to do a song with you. Now, some people say in the industry, what happens is either you pay for the track, you pay for the feature, or you guys do a swap. So who's to say that y'all probably fell out before Megan could even do that swap with you? Whose fault is that? I'm gonna say it's still your fault because you should have charged her right out the gate. But I guess since she was new to the industry, you didn't want to charge her. You wanted to, you liked her talent or whatever, and you wanted to just do the verse with her. But then also at the same time, Nicki, I feel like the song was going viral. Megan was a big, she was becoming well known. And I feel like what you like to do, and I feel like other artists do this too, y'all like to team up with the younger audience to do features with, to get in on their younger audience so that y'all can continue that longevity. And I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but I feel like you had motive as well, as why you were sitting up there saying that she was begging to do a track with you. You also wanted to link with her just like the same way you did with some of these other girls, more so with Ice Spice is who I'm thinking about, because of the younger audience that they were garnering, and you wanted to get in on that younger audience. That's what I think. But when it comes to Pluto charging her, and Pluto is Future, when it comes to Future charging her 250K, it probably had nothing to do with you, I'm sure, but more so to do with the fact that she was new to the industry and he wasn't going to make that much money off of the record. So let me charge her what my features are worth. Because if I do a track with Nicki, if I do one with Drake or some other artist, I know I'm Cardi B, whatever, I know I'm gonna make at least 250K or more. I'm going to get all of that and then some, because they're established artists, well-known artists. They got the fan base. Megan at the time, I believe, was still building up her fan base. So it makes sense to me to kind of charge her 250K, something that you should have did if she wanted that feature. You probably didn't have to charge her 250, but maybe charged her 50. I don't know. Okay. And if y'all did not do the swap, if it was supposed to be a swap situation, because I do hear Nicki often saying stuff like, oh, they like to come over here and get what they want from the Barbs and then never return the favor. What could have possibly happened that led to the favor not being returned? Did Megan link up with Cardi before you were ready to do a song with her? Because let's not forget, you did not know, you were not in a space to push your opinion. Because I remember you talking to Drake about that. You ain't been in that headspace. So I feel like because you haven't really been in that headspace to create and do music for real, that's probably why Megan was like, I'm gonna go over here and work with Cardi then. Like, I can't stop what I'm doing. Like, this is a good opportunity. I'm gonna go do what I do. And I don't even think that's being opportunist for real. When you say a person's being an opportunist, like, why would you not? If she wants to work with her, she could work with her. And it's one thing to talk shit, because I know a lot of people were saying, oh, she was talking shit about Cardi. Now she cool with Cardi. A lot of people talk shit, you know what I'm saying, about people until they get the chance to really get to know them. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, you know what, BIT, you really ain't as bad as I thought. My bad, girl. I did say some fly shit about you, girl. That was before I got a chance to get to know you, though, girl. I did. I said that you wasn't doing this, you wasn't doing that, girl. I said that. We don't know what kind of conversations those ladies had. But anyway, girl, at the end of the day, you should have charged her ass. Let's move on. So then Nicki says, they said I was winning because I had no competition. That's a lie. At least that's what the Pinocchio face is she put up there. And I'm like, but Nicki, you didn't really have no competition. In all honesty, you really didn't. You know what I'm saying? You really did not have a lot of competition. Some of those girls that was coming in the industry, they could have possibly been put up to be your competition. And some I think may have declined, others may not have. But then you also had some like Cardi B that just wanted to get in and get a piece of a seat. Girl, I ain't even gotta have a whole seat. Just let me get a corner of the seat. Okay, let me just sit this ass right there on that, just that edge. I don't even need a whole seat. I'm just trying to, at least live out a little bit of the dreams that I had. Okay, the dreams I got for myself ain't got shit to do with you. I'm not trying to come for your seat, girl. I'm trying to come for the dreams that I set for myself before I even knew what the hell a Nicki was. Like, okay. But then she goes on to say, now these BITs so weak, they want no competition. She says, I've seen a lot of weak SHI in my career, but never in my life seen a Bigfoot called big bitches pussy. She says, say they won't respond, then tell her producer and management not to approve the beat. That's what's killing me. You don't know whether she told them people that. You don't know that she told them not to approve the beat. I feel like they really didn't approve it because they didn't want to. I don't think it had nothing to do with Megan telling them not to approve, not to give you no beat. She goes on to say, all because she can't stand to have real competition. This hoe is officially the weakest hoe that I've ever seen thus far. See, Nicki, this is what kills me about you and other people like you. Y'all need serious help. Y'all really do need therapy. And I'm not even trying to be funny. When you can create a scenario in your head about a situation, and you don't even have all the facts as to what happened. You just create some shit out your head so that you could feel better about it. That's a problem, baby. You need therapy. Those type of people are people that always think that folks are against them. They always think somebody is against them. They create these situations in their head, and that's what they hold on to. Somebody could come to them and tell them that's not what happened, but you have to have opposition. So you fixate yourself on the idea that you created for yourself so that you could validate the emotions and feelings that you have at that time, even if you're wrong. And I can't. All right. She goes on to say, any BIT that her friend man is a jealous, insecure, bitter, funky, but calm rag, is what she said. Okay. All right, let's see what else she had to say. Okay, somebody says again, Megan is a rapper, so I would expect her to respond to other raps. As far as I'm concerned, there isn't anything to respond to unless there's a Spotify link to be sent. I mean, I love to listen to it. So Nicki says, you must be dumb like Bigfoot. Went to college and claimed she didn't understand her contract. Dumb bitch, this scary hoe and her team told the producer she's been in that sucking to not clear a beat slash song I've had for 6 years when they were on my dick begging me to use it. Okay, Nicki, at the end of the day, stop bringing up the 6 years because you didn't use the shit. Okay, don't wait till somebody else done rolled the beat and read your ass on the beat, and then now you want to sit up there and try and use it. Like, I no, ma'am. She says she doesn't want my song to come out. I posted the song weeks ago, and I like different female rappers' tweets who wanted to be a part of it. This non-talented big fucking foot who has no musical direction tried to beat me to it by asking Juju on a beat to make a beat for her by herself. I'm confused. How did she beat you to a record that you literally just said that you had for 6 years, bitch? Are you okay? It's not even making sense. She says, but since Party left, the rap sucked 10 times more. It's like begging. Well, see, here's the gag, because people saying since Safari left, your raps have been sucking. And I don't know, girl. I'm just telling you what the people have been saying. She says it's like begging Megan when she on her third bottle of Henny sipping through the straw. She let her quote unquote friend come on Twitter and talk about the way her ex best friend's newborn baby looks. Did she? I didn't see any of that. Y'all send it to me because I ain't seen none of shit. Haven't heard anything about it. But anywho, she says ask yourself why she don't want that song out after she just told people they wouldn't respond. She knows it's the most attention her funky butt will ever get again in life, and she does not want to have real comp. If she didn't want real comp, she wouldn't have sat up there and threw bullets and let stuff fly at multiple people and not just you. Out of everybody she threw shots at, you're the only person howling and hollering. Okay, you're the only one. So I'm sure she does not mind the competition after she sat up there and clocked all of y'all. Okay, get it together, girl. So then she says, after the first one dropped, she says, if that pussy so much as breathe wrong, I'm gonna empty the clip. If that pussy so deny one thing I say, I'm posting every fucking receipt known to man. She says 5. Yes, you heard me. I did 5 extra songs. We've been waiting on you, ho. Play. All right. So, or at least she's telling people to play her music nonstop because she keeps using this as a promotional tactic. And I feel like if this was anybody else, if this was anybody else that was going against Nicki and kept promoting their album in the midst of it, y'all barbs would be so mad. But you know, anything goes when it comes to Nicki. To y'all, she can do no wrong. So I'll let her continue to be y'all queen. Um, and I'll let y'all continue to do y'all big one, but or little one. But yeah, no, ma'am. I don't think I think that's whack. If there was somebody else, y'all would not like that. But my thing is also this, Nicki. Why you sitting up there talking about this girl is talentless? She ain't got no raps and all of this other stuff. But then you done sat up here and created 5 songs to go against this girl. 5, my love. 5. 5 songs. You've been waiting on her, ready to go, back to back to back to back to back to back to back. Well, if you already had 5 songs ready, why you sitting up there telling us that you had a song 2 days ago? No, you've been working on it 2 days ago. Because if you had it 2 days ago, you would have been dropped it, right? Why you ain't just go ahead and drop it? Somebody been waiting on her little string. No, you ain't. You was trying to perfect it. That's what it was given. You've been over here writing them lyrics, getting your stuff together, and you've been trying to perfect it over these past few days. Okay. I don't think you got 5 songs ready. I can see you having 5 beats ready, which is why I'm confused as to why you was even upset about that. The last beat, that Juju and them had made. I'm a little confused about that. But what I'm also confused about, all right, is Miss Moniece Slaughter, girl. Moniece decided that she finna come to the front and say some of the most dumbest shit that I have, for me, ever heard. Okay. Well, not ever. I won't say I've ever heard. It ain't the dumbest stuff I've ever heard, but I just felt like Moniece, girl, like, now it's not, now it's not the time, dear. Let's not. Give me 1 second, y'all, because I do want to get into what Miss Moniece had to say. Okay. So let's go ahead and check this out. Moniece says, imagine your 7-year-old daughter is arred and murdered by a neighbor. You fight for legislation to be passed. He's put on death row, but the death penalty was abolished in that state. So his sentence was commuted to life without parole. So now you have to live without your baby. Okay. She says you have to live in using that the killer, okay, that the killer is still alive and well. A law in your departed daughter's name and honor is passed, and now for the first time in over a decade your daughter is trending. Her daughter is not trending, you dumb. I want to, girl, see you next Tuesday. Okay. Her daughter is not trending. The law that was created in her honor was, okay. She says, and now for the first time in over a decade, your daughter is trending. Your wound is reopened because the BITCH used it as a bar in a diss track, shaking my head. Then she goes on to say, if I were Megan, can't, because first of all, you over here talking about the girl and can't even get her family's name right because you're trying so hard to show that you team Nicki, girl. It's hilarious. If I were Megan, cancers is what she says, a family. I would take every red cent from those single sales. I'd lawyer up, and that video would be snatched from every platform. I sue for emotional damages, and I demand that the bar be changed. And I'd gag order the artist. Period. Don't profit off my pain or my child's passing. It's low AF. First of all, the tweet was never about that young. The bar was never about that young lady. It was about Nicki's husband. And if they feel a way about the Megan's law that was put in their daughter's name, they would have to feel a way about every time the courts bring the damn law up, because I'm sure they're having to revisit it and relive it every time it's brought up when somebody has to register to be an SO. But I just feel like that was a reach and that was a stretch. You knew exactly where Megan was coming from. And honestly, a lot of people learned about Megan's law by way of Megan mentioning it in her rap, because I didn't know shit about it. I didn't know anything about it. So I'm like, Megan's law, girl, like, what is that? What is that? Whole time, this is where it came from, and this is the reason why. But you sitting over here trying to flip it and make it about something that it's not, all because you have an issue with Megan, I suppose. You feel a way about Megan and you trying to say, oh, if I was the family, I would be suing them. But what would they have to sue for? Emotional damages about what? About what? If anything, referencing Megan's law, who, and these people probably don't even listen to Megan's music, but referencing Megan's law, and once they find out what she's talking about and understanding that Nicki's husband is a registered SO, them people gonna be like shoulder shrug, because that's exactly what it's there for. Period. So, girl, I just felt like she was reaching. I felt like she was doing a bit too much. Okay, she wanted to be a part of the conversation so far, girl. I would expect that from Akbar, not you. Okay, but I'm gonna let the people continue to read her down below in the comments. But while Miss Nicki has been going on her rants and doing the absolute 1000% most on social media, baby, Miss Megan has been over here enjoying her time. Okay, she's been over here hanging out with Victoria Monet, and she's been out here living her best life. While Nicki is over there bothered, Miss Girl is giving every bit of unbothered. Okay. Nicki came to social media to let us know with another AI generated photo that, listen, the song was supposed to drop earlier today, but girl, it's gonna drop after midnight, because I guess it's gonna be on streaming platforms at that point. Okay, so that's all we got at this time. I just wanted to come and give y'all the update, let y'all know that the young man that came out to speak out against Nicki, he has now come out and apologized because he was forced to do so after being doxxed. Also wanted to go through a lot of the tweets of what Nicki had to say, the things that she's been, retweeting and all of that. She's also been liking a lot of nasty, opinions and things of that matter as well over there on the Twitter, honey. And also just wanted to give you guys my thoughts. Also let you guys know just how unbothered Miss Megan Thee Stallion is when it comes to Nicki Minaj. And y'all let me know how y'all feeling about everything that I just said, everything that's been going down on social media, honey. That is all that I have at this time. I'm Jamie, that's me. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share my videos. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Jamie, that's me. And I'll catch you guys in the next one, honey. Bye-bye.
King of my city and cul-de-sac. Coming out swinging like Soldier Ray. Leading my people like quarterback. But I study this shit, I'm an almanac. Had to get up and grind. Knowledge is booming, I'm here to apply. Came with the chip and the dip, it just single the mind. We finna do more than survive. I need my check. Spinning the block for the Gouda. We hitting the jeweler to flood out the net. We don't do beef on computers, I'm straight out the sewer. We come when you rest. Niggas be looking perplexed, so keeping my foot on their neck. No map, I trust my gut for the quest. But drama, I'm fully abreast. I was ready for years and they died of me. All of a sudden they tell me they proud of me. I've been dropping these haters like calories. Cross them out, I came back with some boundaries. Stand for my honor, but you run no corner. Packing the stick with a drummer. Wanna catch my bad one.